I remember when I was approached back in high school by a friend. Her name's Betsy. She approached me and she said, "Nabil, do you know Jesus?" She wanted to share the gospel with me. My parents had taught me, Nabil, anytime anyone tries to preach the gospel to you, well, that wasn't the words they used. They said, if anyone tries to share Christianity with you, you share Islam with them. And so she comes up to me, Betsy does, and she says, "Do you know Christ?" And I say, yeah, I do. I know that Jesus is virgin born. The Quran tells me so. I know that Jesus heals lepers and cures the dead and the deaf and the blind and can raise the dead. I know He's the Messiah. The Quran tells me all this. But I also know that Jesus is not God. Now don't get me wrong. The moment she shared her faith with me, my respect for her went through the roof. Because I knew what the gospel message was. The gospel message is, unless you accept Christ, you will go to hell. At least that's how I understood it at the time. It's a bit richer than that. But that's how I understood it. And so I knew that, hey, there are all these Christians. I see them going to church on Sundays. They believe that you have to accept the gospel or otherwise I will go to hell. Why aren't they sharing the gospel with me? See, truth matters. Truth does matter. And I constantly challenged people in the truth. And it wasn't until I met somebody in college that I had a fair response. This was my first year in college, 2001, Old Dominion University in Norfolk, Virginia. And I ran into a friend when we were at a public speaking and debate tournament. I was on the forensics team, and my whole team had come, and most of the team at this tournament had gone out. They went out because, you know, it was the night before, they were going to party, they went drinking, they went clubbing, some of them had brought drugs with them, so they all went out. My parents had taught me never to do anything like that, so I stayed back, and if the whole team went, fine, I'm staying by myself. But one other guy stayed behind. And so we decided to room together. We became friends. And his name was David. And as the night progressed, I saw him pull out a Bible. And I thought, all right, another opportunity to take down a Christian.